So what other challenges would you say there are for building and managing a high-performing tech team?
Uh, I would say, with my all the experiences I had, I would say there's a lot of challenge. There's a lot of, I think the list will go endless if I really start on this. But managing a high-performing team or building a high-performing team, I think what primarily strikes in my mind is more about talent acquisition and retention is really difficult in tech industry, given the competitiveness you have, given the kind of, high turnover we do have. And trust me, your tech team can make or break your company, which internally is your, make or break your product, right?
Yeah.
So, so, so having this as an, having this as one of the top-facing challenge for any company to, build their initial tech team and manage them. I think the topmost thing which again strikes on my mind is more of a cultural alignment, right? Because what from my experiences I have seen is like, there's a bit of difference between most of the, the tech culture and the organizational culture. Because balancing the unique culture of tech teams, which I have often seen as being characterized by innovation, kind of autonomy and flat hierarchies, right?
Yeah.
So I don't mean that, the organizational culture doesn't, or organizational culture is not characterized by these things. Having said this, these are very, very peculiar in any engineer, right? So that's where they are very kind of, you know, more data driven, more operate in a, kind of, I would say black and white way. There's nothing called gray for them, mostly because, they might be working with binaries day in, day out. And that's how they start thinking, right? That's one thing which I can talk about. Then essentially, whenever you hire your initial set of team, the company evolves and your tech team also evolves over the time, right? And in while you want to gain speed in the entire scheme of the things during your business progression or your product involvement, there's a lot of tech debt which is being created behind the scene, right? And all these tech debts and this evolving technology adoption is another factor for the tech teams, right? The framework keeps on changing. Every techie wants to become itchy to try the different frameworks.
They want to
If
use
you are
their
not
own.
giving a kind of, yeah, sorry, Andy.
Oh yeah, a lot of them want to use their own approach too. They always say the other engineer didn't do it right, and they got to do it their way.
Yeah, exactly. So most of these engineers, especially in their early phases, are very itchy in nature, right? They hear about some framework, they want to adopt that, right? And while business continuity is equally important, you can't be just doing R&D all the time, right? Now, how do you strike the right balance given the limited bandwidth, which always we all go through this kind of limited bandwidth challenge? And probably this is what we are trying to solve also through interview as a service. And we need to be empathetic about the tech team that they do have their tech debts, they do have their evolving technology adoption, and and all of it comes with a limited bandwidth. Apart from that, while your company is evolving, you are also, as an engineering leader, you are also trying to build your next NX team or your next, rockstar engineering team, right? And you want to hire the great folks around. There has to be people who has to do all the required screening, required interviewing, right? And again, these same senior set of engineers are also deployed for, vetting the candidates. So it's all about the limited bandwidth, where, we need to equally empathize with all of this, maintaining or striking the right balance between the business continuity and empathy with the tech team.